Hello everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Destiny video. Today Fantasy Flight released a few more spoilers for Empire at War. These were spoiled by Tiny Grimes. There'll be a link in the description to where you can check out his video on these spoilers. We're going to start with our first card here, and we have Darth Vader's TIE Advanced, Blue Villain Support Vehicle, 4 resources, 2 range, 3 range for a resource, plus 3 range, 2 shields, special, and blank. And the special is spend 2 resources to deal damage to a character equal to the damage on it. So essentially, this doubles the amount of damage that is on a character. So if a character has 5 damage on it, you pay 2, resolve the special, and now they have 10 damage total. So basically it adds whatever is already on that character to that character. So if you have 3 damage on a character, you add 3 more. Um, Kind of expensive, so you're going to pay 4 to get it into play, and then 2 to trigger the special. I can see this kind of slotting into Unkar decks. So like Unkar in a blue, like maybe like Unkar Night Sister or something like that, just so you get access to blue, and then Unkar is going to, of course, be able to just generate a ton of resources to get the TIE Advance into play, as well as probably having enough resources to trigger the special multiple times throughout the game. So you can also, since Unkar hat is yellow, you can get Cunning in there, get the TIE Advanced out, Cunning the special, maybe just roll the special naturally as well. I like the sides on it, so essentially 4 damage sides, 1 is a pay side, so you have the 2 base sides, 1 of the resource cost, then you have the modified side as well as the special. I really like this card. I think 4 is a pretty good cost for it, for what it does. Again, you're getting 4 damage sides for it. 4 damage sides, 1 damage sides per resource, if you want to look at it that way. I really like it. I'm kind of surprised this isn't legendary. Maybe not, but I think something that would do just that much damage would be a legendary card. So it's only at rare, which is pretty interesting. Um, really looking forward to trying this out. Maybe like with a Kylo Vader deck or like emo twins, emo kids, whatever you want to call them. Put this in, put in meditate, so you can focus. You can remove another die to basically turn the TIE Advance to its special and then resolve it. And with the damage output that Kylo and Vader do, this could just basically just straight up defeat a character because Vader's going to be swinging for massive damage, doing a special, doing 3 more damage. You can just then trigger a special and just straight up defeat a character. So that's Darth Vader's TIE Advanced. We're going to move into our next card. And next up, we have Lead by Example. Neutral gray upgrade ability, so both hero and villain, and neutral color as well. So 2 resources, a +1 range, +2 range, focus, resource, and blank. And the cool thing about it is this ability. So after you activate the attached character, you may activate one of your supports. So basically, you roll that character out, and then you roll in a vehicle. Um, I'm thinking a lot of people are going to try to use this with Maz. So play this on Maz, roll her out, roll in, since they're both after effects, her ability and the lead by example ability are both after effects, so you get to choose the order in which they resolve. So you can then roll in your vehicle, and then Maz now has the ability to resolve 2 dice. She can focus into a high damage side on that vehicle, focus into that vehicle's special, something like that. Let's say your opponent has a really pesky support you want to get rid of. Let's say you're playing Finn Maz. You can play this on Maz, roll her out, roll out an ATST with her because you're allowed to bring that in with Finn, and then focus into the ATST special and take out your opponent's support. Or just focus into the high damage side, pay the resource, and resolve a massive amount of damage with it. So, lead by example, like that it's neutral. Nice sides as well. So you have the modified range, and then you also have focus sides. So any deck that's going to be using a lot of focus, like General Riken, I tested that deck out a few days ago, where you're running Spynet and him, and you're just rolling a massive amount of focus and milling cards, and now you get to roll in a support with that as well. This could also go really well with Hera. So have Hera out, get a vehicle out, and then roll in whatever character. Maybe this is on Hera. Roll her out, and then roll that vehicle as well. So that's lead by example. We're going to move into our next card. And next up, we have Insidious, blue villain support, one resource. As an action, you can exhaust this support to gain one resource if an opponent's character die is showing a blank. So obviously, this will combo really well with something like manipulate. So manipulate one of your dice to a blank, and manipulate one of their character's dice to a blank. Exhaust this and gain a resource. Or if they just happen to roll badly, you can exhaust this and gain a resource. Pretty simple, cost one, but then pretty much every round, if your opponent rolls at least one blank on one of their character dice, you can exhaust it to get a resource. I think this card's pretty interesting. That's basically all I could have on that card, but we're going to move into our last card for the day. Right back with that. And the last card for today is Appraise. Yellow Hero event, 0 resources. Remove one of your dice showing a resource to play a support from your hand, decreasing its cost by 2. So let's say you roll out a resource or let's say a +1 resource on something. And you obviously can't resolve that +1 resource without having a normal resource. So you can play Appraise, remove that modified resource, the +1 resource, to play a support, decreasing its cost by 2. So you can get out a Planetary Uprising for free. Get out a Millennium Falcon for only 3 as well, or a Quad Jumper for 1. I can see this slotting into a lot of different decks, so you can get out your vehicles for cheap, and then just be able to roll them and resolve them and all the other stuff you do with your supports. But another way to lower the cost of supports, as well as make use of, let's say, like I said, a modified resource side that you can't resolve anyway. Just use Appraise, remove that die, and then play something for 2 less. That's going to do it for today's video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.